The Final Act arc, Magic Revealed to the World, The True Form. The world teetered on the brink, a battleground where the remnants of the Paranormal Liberation Front waged their final desperate war against a beleaguered hero society. Ren, now a seasoned vigilante, moved through the chaos of Musutafu, Japan, his true magic unleashed with a ferocity born of necessity and a newfound, grim freedom. He had pushed his powers to their absolute limits, but even his formidable arsenal of
instant Brazilian wax!
Inexplicable leg cramp.
Mystery hair on tongue.
Genius tiny hands.
Testicular torsion!
and the
50 caliber magic missile!
seemed insufficient against the overwhelming tide of destruction orchestrated by All for One. The battle raged, consuming everything, and Ren knew, deep within his soul, that his hidden power alone would not be enough. It was in the climactic moments, as All for One's power threatened to consume everything, and heroes fell around him, that Ren made the desperate, world-altering choice. He was pushed to his absolute breaking point, facing a threat that transcended quirks, a threat that demanded the impossible. Just before he succumbed to despair, his eyes, wide with a raw vulnerability he rarely showed, found Mina's in the chaos. Her face, smudged with dirt but alight with fierce determination, was the anchor he needed. In that split second, knowing this might be his last chance, he blurted out, voice raw over the din of battle. "Mina, I have to tell you everything. I'm in love with you." Then, without waiting for a response, he closed his eyes, a silent plea, a desperate call to the ancient power within him. A blinding flash of golden arcane energy erupted from his very being, ancient runes flared to life around him, and a powerful, almost ethereal surge emanated outwards, momentarily silencing the roar of the war. As the light engulfed him, Ren's body underwent an immediate, dramatic, and utterly impossible transformation. His usual 4 feet 9 inches frame rapidly swelled, growing to an imposing, heroic stature of around 6 feet, his previous smallness utterly vanishing, replaced by a commanding presence. As he grew, shimmering, intricate magical armor coalesced around him. This wasn't clunky plate, but elegant, form-fitting protection in shades of silver and gold, infused with faint blue light, radiating an undeniable aura of ancient power. It appeared seamless, almost grown onto him, complete with a distinctive helmet that framed his now resolute face. As the transformation completed, the legendary sword itself,
Excalibur,
glowing with an inner light, solidified in his armored hand. Its power, its aesthetic, its very nature was alien to the quirk-filled world. Despite the absolute pandemonium of the war's climax, multiple cameras, news drones, and even civilian phones captured fragmented but undeniably clear footage of this astonishing transformation. The newly transformed Ren, clad in otherworldly armor and wielding a radiant sword that seemed to hum with impossible power, moved with a grace and force that defied all known physics. Excalibur, true to legend, cut through anything: concrete, steel, even the hardened forms of Nomu and the destructive quirks of villains, cleaving through threats that even top-tier quirks had struggled with. There was no room for doubt. This was a physical, undeniable manifestation of power that could not be rationally explained by any known quirk. As the war neared its end, Archivist, defeated but not silenced, ensured that any remaining doubts were erased. Perhaps his final act, before being finally subdued by a combined hero effort, was a desperate, public broadcast of his findings. Displaying ancient texts, hidden research, and correlating it with the live footage of Ren's transformation and the impossible power of Excalibur, he screamed into the global airwaves. The age of quirks was a lie. Behold the true power. His message, amplified by the undeniable visual proof, had already gone out, echoing across a stunned world. The revelation of magic, coupled with such a dramatic physical transformation, sent a seismic shockwave through global society. The public, already reeling from the war and disillusioned with heroes, was now faced with an even greater paradigm shift. Fear, wonder, disbelief, and even anger swept across the world. Ren was instantly thrust into the global spotlight, not just as a war hero, but as the mage, the living embodiment of a power thought to be fiction. He was no longer just Ren Magician, the quiet student. He was now perceived as a powerful, almost mythical figure, sparking immense fascination, scrutiny, and potential awe or fear. His transformation visibly set him apart from all quirk users. MHA, having known his magic for so long, thanks to his earlier confession during his mage's malady, now became the central point of investigation for the wider world. Nazu and Aizawa faced intense pressure to explain everything they knew. Archivist, even in defeat, achieved his ultimate goal. exposing the truth. His name would forever be synonymous with the magic revelation, seen by some as a madman, by others as a prophet. Amidst this world-altering chaos, Ren's desperate, last-second confession to Mina took on an entirely new meaning. It wasn't just a raw outburst. It was a desperate sharing of his deepest self before an even greater truth was revealed to the world. Mina's reaction evolved from bewildered amusement to profound understanding and fierce loyalty, seeing him not just as the boy she liked, but as the incredible, magical being he truly is. The revelation of magic forced Hero Society to fundamentally redefine itself. It opened up new avenues of study, new threats, from those who would seek to exploit or suppress magic, and new possibilities. Ren's journey, which began with a hidden burden, culminated in him becoming a pioneer in a world forced to confront its true history. His path forward wouldn't be easy, but it would be one of profound authenticity, where he could finally wield his power without the suffocating weight of absolute secrecy. He would be Ren Magician, the hero, the mage, fully realized and forever changed by the power he wields.